If you see this video, life wants you to grow. It wants you to grow. Trust me. What I've learned over the past couple of months, especially, and lived through is because I was thinking about it a lot actually. I was thinking about what makes you grow the most and what is a universal rule you can apply it to anyone and on everybody, every single person on this planet. How do they grow? And we're not talking about a business blueprint here or whatever. We're talking about a universal rule you can apply to anything. And that is being uncomfortable. Especially if you're a man and you're in your 20s, you're starting to think about you want to change your life and you want difference. You want, maybe it's financial success, or it is the dream life that you want to build for yourself. Whatever it is, if you want to get as close as you can to your full potential, you need to go into war. And that's also, it's funny because that's also what Andrew Tate is talking about a lot when he says he's doing Aikido with the world. You got to do Aikido with everything coming up. People run from challenges, people run from pain, people run away when it gets uncomfortable, and people try everything to avoid these fights with yourself. While in fact, those are the points where you grow the most. I've been through so many things over the past months, and I'm still going through a lot. Right now, I'm actually going through multiple things, right, which affect my private life, which affect the business, which affect a lot of things. And all these things hurt, and they hurt a lot, and they hurt every single day. But what I found out is that that's actually life. That's what makes you feel alive. And having all these struggles consistently in the back of my mind is not healthy, but it is growth. And it is unimaginable growth, especially when I'm now reflecting on myself and looking back at the person that I was half a year ago, at the person that I was 1 year ago, at the person that I was 2 years ago. It is quite insane how much I've grown since then. And I can tell you definitely that the most growth I've had has been over the past months, because there's been unimaginable challenges in my life which I before would have never thought I would ever face, which I would have never thought of being able to accomplish these challenges and go through these things, to a point where I was literally about to be homeless, sleeping in my car, eating once a day for 1 or 2 euros at a shawarma stand with the construction, with the labor workers from the city, to a point now where I have a really nice apartment that I can stay in, where I have the chances to build the business, or the kind of business that I've been dreaming about for a lot. And I'm a lot closer to the version of myself that I can become, that I've been a couple months ago. And it's funny because I've been thinking about that I've actually been really quite close to depression a lot of times, or at least to what people who have or who say they have depression tell me or speak about as indicators, as how they feel when they're depressed, when you get tired in the morning, when you don't know, when you don't want to stand up anymore, when you're constantly tired and you feel like there's something is wrong and things are not fun anymore. Things, you know, you when you don't have people to talk to, when you don't have a person that you can hug, when you're left alone with these voices inside your head. And I'm telling you, man, let these voices come to you. Let these voices speak to you. Listen to them. Let them hurt you. And really embrace this feeling. If you're going through the loss of a family member, or if you're going through a heartbreak, or if you're going through a real big loss in your business, or whatever it might be, don't try to push away these feelings. Let them get to you. Listen to these voices. Be alone with these voices. Take that phone and turn it off. Go out alone, completely alone, like I'm doing right now. There's just a jogger maybe coming through every once in a while. Go out, be alone, and really talk to these voices inside your head. And you'll feel how it gets stronger, and these feelings come up, and you feel like you're losing control, until like if water would be rising inside your body up to your head, and then all of a sudden when it reaches about here, all of a sudden becomes quiet, and you're starting to let go, you're starting to let loose. Depending on what you're going through, this can take days, this can take weeks, but really take yourself this time. Let these feelings allow to get to you. Feel them. Understand what they actually do to you. What has a person, for example, or what has something that's happened in your business, or something else that affected your life in any sort of way. How has it impacted you? What has changed since then? Try to talk to people who are conscious about themselves, at least to a degree. In the best case, even more conscious than you, who can give you advice, and not to give you an advice and you just copy paste it, but to listen to perspectives, to understand maybe a little more about what's going on. And then maybe the other day you understand a little more from another perspective, or from another side. Really let these feelings get to you. Because the most growth actually comes from the moments where we feel the most pain. When you're sitting there and you don't know how to pay the next rent, when you're sitting there and you've lost every single client in your pipeline, and you had that one client that was so promising and you lose it, or if there was a person who really disappointed you, or whatever it is that's going on, really let these feelings get to you, and understand also the positive effect that those will have long term on you. Because growth is exactly what you need to become that person that you want to become. And yeah, I think I've lost track a little bit, to be honest, because I'm not that used to speaking, when people is going around. But we're getting better at it. See, this is an uncomfortable situation as well now, for me. But that's how you grow. That's growth right there. Being uncomfortable. Talking into a camera, sitting on the canal while there's people around you. That's growth. And the more you put yourself into these situations, the more you'll gain from it. The more aura you will actually gain. Because I've been thinking about it. People like my mentor, for example, or other people who are really successful. And these people, when they come into the room, and you just feel this aura they have around them, and you can't even really describe. They just have an impact on you. You can't really tell what it is, but I'm telling you right now, this aura you grow exactly from what I was just talking about. Going through pain, going through challenges in your life, the harder the better. And once you've went through this experience, this understanding, this self-consciousness that you gain from that, that's what builds that aura for you. That's what brings that impact to you, which you will have on other people. The way you speak, the way you look, looks-wise. I've been changing so much looks-wise, actually. And I'm not just talking about the way I make my hair. My face got a lot harder. My skin changed because I've been through fucking war. Literally literally 1-to-1 if you think about the Iran situation. But that's not even what I was thinking about. And this is not really war. How war it be in Gaza, for example, right? Don't get it twisted. This is the most comfortable war probably that you've ever seen. But these experiences, collecting these experiences, this pain is what will build that persona that people respect, that people see when you come into the room. And that persona which actually gets you somewhere in life. Because guess what? People buy from people that they like. Or people they find impressive. Nobody's listening to someone with zero life experience. There's a reason for that. Because what will you learn from that? You can learn from people who've been through pain and who've been through these challenges. And yet, I'm 20 years old now. And that does not, from my point of view, that doesn't really classify me as a mentor person. But maybe this video can be a little bit of an advice for you as well. Because as I said, this is a really universal law that I really understood. And you can clearly see the difference visually, but also energetically now in me. So yeah, put in the comments what you would say was your biggest growth factor until this moment. And we'll see each other in the next one.